Hello everyone, Malphite here, and today we have very crazy news from the LTA North, the former LCS, and that is Photon is set to join Dignitas in LTA North as Srtty out of the starting roster. Dignitas turns to Photon, their fourth top laner in 2 years. So obviously Dignitas changing many top laners throughout their career, but this one is really a shocker. Now personally, I think Photon is a really good pickup. However, it's very surprising given that Dignitas already had a very solid top laner. Now Srtty, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but he was a very strong prospect in the FlyQuest Academy team and then joined Dignitas after everyone speculating, that he needs to get a team. He was undefeated, he had the best record in solo queue. Just really insane player mechanically, one of the best NA talents. You could compare him to probably to Sniper, for example, in the top lane. Just a very solid player, right? Also, I say NA, but nationality is Australia. So maybe you could also compare him to, let's say, Fudge, right? A very good top lane talent in NA. However, he is getting replaced, and Sheep Esports couldn't find out what is the reason. If we look at the roster of Dignitas, you can see Srtty still being on the Wiki listed as their top laner. However, we know that this is going to change. They still have one import slot, only have Keen in the mid lane. So maybe they were looking to somehow upgrade their roster and they couldn't find anyone else for jungle, AD or support. I assume they don't want to change their mid lane. However, the team was still performing. Well, I cannot say they were performing very well. I think they were the worst team, only second last to Disguised. But I would say Srtty would be one of their better players, and even a player you would want to keep in your team and to kind of build your franchise and have him as your star player. I could totally see this happening to Dignitas, but the team is just not very known for keeping players or keeping rosters and just kind of shuffles teams and just tries to make something happen. However, I would definitely want to keep this guy around, but you can even see the contract for most of the players except for the mid lane is not very long. So they're just kind of scrambled. They just try to get some players onto the team. Now, what is surprising is Photon. So Photon, if you are knowledgeable about the League of Legends scene, the esports scene, you might know Photon as the hyped rookie from T1 Challengers who then came into Vitality, was actually very good on Team Vitality. It is quite unknown why he didn't get re-signed with another LEC team, given how good of a performance he had. I mean, it could be the language barrier, but mechanically he was just really good. And then went to play for Dignitas. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but went to play for Dignitas Esports in the Turkish league. Didn't make it to the EMEA Masters, but still, I would assume a very strong player. Also 23 years old, which is not the youngest, but also not the oldest in the esport terms. So it just makes me wonder what actually happened in Dignitas and why exactly would you want to, let's say, kick a player or remove a player, or whether Srtty wanted to leave. But clearly he is looking for a new team and seems to be looking. There are teams, all the teams in LTA North already have a top laner, but there could still be some moves happening. More about that later. But yeah, for now, Srtty out, Photon in, and I would really like to know about your opinion. Why does this happen? Do you think Dignitas is stronger now or is weaker now? So let me know what you think about this, and if you want to see Srtty in a new team, where would you like to see him? Maybe replacing Castle in Disguised. I'm not sure if there's enough money or enough reason for that, even because Castle is actually probably their best performing member. But other than that, just let me know what you think about the situation, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.